exclamation point. What the hell? I've never even noticed this. Okay, let's see. Alright, let's read it. I know I need better footsies and spacing, but I am struggling to actually conceptualize that with Marisa's poor walk speed. Especially when modern Marisa loses access to stand heavy kick. I also need to use my air-to-airs more instead of defaulting to Gladius. Last but not least, my offense has been too passive while my defense has been too panicked and active, especially in the corner. Okay. Oh, I guess a character I could help you with this. Okay.
Akuma.
Or actually, Bison. I think Bison's pretty good for this. What up, 2P? Order, what's up? What up, going? Alright, Nuzzo, I got you. How's everybody feeling tonight? Okay. What up, Fallen? Okay. Nice. Ooh. Good job. Oh. Forgot I'm playing a charge character. Nice. I did not want to do that.
Marisa, win. Round 2. Fight.
Oh god. No, it's not terrible. Don't say that. Don't say that. It's not terrible. Actually playing pretty good. It's just there's something lacking in your... There's literally nothing she could do there. What up, Blue? Nah, I agree. I definitely agree with that. But what up, Noah?
Bison, win. Round 1. Fight.
What up, Mug?
Round 2. Fight.
Okay. All right.
Bison.
GG's. So, let me show you something. I'm gonna draw this for you. I'm gonna draw this out for you. Okay. Actually, where's my obsidian? No. Okay. Actually, you know what? Don't I have a... Where is it? Aha! Here it is. All right. No, but you see, you did well. So this is the thing, right? So like, I'm gonna try to make sense of this. So when we played, okay, if we were to break down neutral, okay, if we were to break this into like a, let me actually use my pen at the same time. You know, how you have like those hexagons, right? Where it's like the skill trees or whatever. Is it an octagon? I don't even know. Whatever, right? And it's like, you know, you'll have offense, right? You'll have fucking defense, okay, and then you'll have yada 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 for each point, right? It's like the Naruto skill thing, the skill chart, whatever. It's like, if I were to relate that to just this, which is what basically neutral is, it's either buttons punishing or walking forward. You have it down packed with this, okay, but you don't have it with this. And with this, it's a little tricky because Marisa doesn't have the greatest walk speed in terms of like punishing, and her main whiff punishing tool is going to be crouching medium punch, which is still really good, right? What's up, Goldbanks? But when I was playing you, it was like you were stuck in this one room, right, of just buttons, you know? Exactly. So see, so even your intent with whiff punishes are still very preemptive, you know? So the thing is, what I think you have to work on, it's not like you don't, it's not like anything that's like crazy, honestly. It's just a matter of understanding the moment, you know? So like, for example, when we're playing, if you see me, I'm in punish mode, what are the behaviors that are associated with that? You know? So when you see me in a punish mode, you see somebody walking back, you see them crouching a lot, wiggling in place, in and out of range, right? They're trying to provoke a reaction, exactly. So what you have to do is have ways of punishing that. That's how you should think of your tactics. When they're doing this thing, what is an option I can do that maximizes this situation and gives me a winning condition? So ideally, Marisa wants to corner the opponent, right? So how do you do it? Well, you got to get some sort of hit confirm, or you're gonna have to just throw somebody. Okay? But that's why you shouldn't walk. You should be pressuring with drive rush. You know what I'm saying? Because now look, if in the event somebody is waiting for a button and you drive rush them, okay? You got to think of it like with your health, you have 1050 health. So you have to use your health as an investment resource to figure out your opponent. You can't sit there and try to avoid everything. This is not the game for that. This game is all about impose. Throw options at your opponent and then see what is the priority on their mind. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do that and sit still. You can't do that. You're gonna get fucked up, you know? So you have to throw options at them and then simultaneously understand while you're doing it. But here's the thing, is as you're getting better, people usually just do shit because it's strong. They don't do shit to understand. You know what I'm saying? That becomes like the next level of doing things tactically. You first learn, oh, this is really strong. Let me just throw this at this. And then you bombard the person with this option. But at the same time, you have to leave a little pocket in your focus to understand and then to discern things about the opponent in situations. Oh, this person likes to walk back. Oh, this person likes to, or this person likes to do this. Oh, he doesn't want to do this. He's trying to avoid this, or he's really weak at this. You know what I'm saying? And it should all be, the focal point should be your tactic, whatever the tactic is. So if you are in a buttons mode, understand why you're in a buttons mode, because the person is moving forward, but simultaneously understand that if I'm in a buttons mode and this person shifts to whiff punishing, that is a thing. So immediately I will pivot, you know? Yeah, so you get information before or after, right? So let's say like you get the situation and they blocked, or you saw a parry. You got to think of it as the lead up. Like while you were driving, what was happening on the road? What happened on the road to the situation? Ah, I see. He was parrying. He tried to perfect parry me. So what does that mean? Next time I drive rush, maybe throw him. You know? What up, Greed? Yes. So that's what you gotta do. And then once you realize, like, just prioritize that. Don't prioritize the application of your tactics, because that you gotta think of like it's like a, you gotta build up to it. Moments, right? You gotta build up to that moment. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta build to that moment. If you try to skip steps, that's when the game becomes like muddy, and then you can't really make out anything. All the losses feel the same, and shit's frustrating as fuck. And it's abstract. The game doesn't really do a good job of telling you why you lost, because you can still do the same thing and win because of how just scrambly the game could get, you know? But if you want to be able to just blow through the smokes and mirrors, you got to be able to pinpoint things. Can you accurately determine why this thing worked or why it's not working? You know what I'm saying? If you can do that, then you'll be able to increase your stability as a player. If you can't do that, then you're just literally rolling the dice, and then that's why you fluctuate. You go up in MR, you go down. You go up, you go down. Because it's all a matter of, do you just so happen to roll the dice the right way that day? And that's not how we're trying to improve, you know? We want to put people in situations where there's a higher probability of winning. And then also minimizing our mistakes simultaneously. So we want to drive our success rate with our interactions and also minimize the self-induced mistakes that we do, like burning ourselves out and shit like that. Jumping at people, or like, like dropping combos, things like that, you know? But like the non-obvious stuff is like the decision making. The obvious stuff is I whiffed my combo, I fucking, my execution was off, blah, 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 you know? What up, Blast? So if you're getting interrupted by buttons, okay, so there's a couple things you do. One, you walk up with a disjoint. So if somebody is like, if we're in footsies and then like, what the hell, why is that shit? If we're in footsies, okay, you have to identify where is this invisible wall where they feel like you are too close. Okay, so this varies from person to person. Some people it's right here, some people it's here. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to walk into the range and you want to test them every time. Oh, nothing here? Okay, what's next? Ah, this is where you press the light. So you know where you want to press it now? You want to interrupt with the light, like right here. Because they're reacting to your movement. So like right around here. Right before you get to this resistance area. You press, they see you moving. They don't see the button. They're like, oh, let me go press. And then guess what? They get smacked with a button disjoint. Like your medium punch. Okay, so you want to place your disjoint as well positioned as possible. So then that way the light doesn't interrupt you. So here's an example. Where's Marisa? Marisa, let's say like Ken, right? Most of the light attacks in this game operate like this, where there's a hurt box extension before the move is active. Okay, so you see 1, 2. There's a big green hurt box. Okay, I can go to another random character that does this. 1, 1, 2. See? Let's do another random character. Do Bison. 1, 2. See? So there's like fundamental things in this game that if you understand, you know how to fundamentally counter this behavior. Okay, so if you know that this person is doing this, all you have to do is use your disjoint, something with a really strong disjoint, see? Like preemptive stand medium punch. This shit will smoke it. Okay, but you have to know the timing of that the person is doing this. You understand? So you want to press it and then be active at this point. Yeah, but you're walking too deep. That's my point. This should be the only part that interacts with me. You understand? This part. The red. Okay? This should be the only part. If you're getting hit, that means you are way too close, because then my hitbox is hitting you on my jab, which means it's hitting it like this or some shit. Okay? So that means you have to press it earlier. So it's committal. It's not reactionary. You don't walk up and then react to them. No, you do it the first time to understand when. Here's a question you ask yourself: how far can I walk before you press? You see what I'm saying? And then once you identify that, that's when you insert this right here, and then you just poke with this. Because the way you want to look at this, guys, is if you have a move like this, if there's no hurt box, everything that is just red, this entire part is literally a DP. You have to hit the green for somebody to get hit. They have to get here, get hit here, get hit on this weird. If you're not hitting somebody on any of these green parts and it's only the reds intersecting, this is literally a DP. That's why you'll see sometimes the moves will hit and then nothing happens, because they're both hitting with a disjoint. You understand? So you have to make sure you're hitting with the disjoint. This is what helps you win interactions. So you just walk up and you press it early. You don't have to walk all the way up. Remember, because when they press, they're extending themselves forward, so you don't have to move forward as much. But yeah. But that's what you got to work on is because what you're doing with the buttons, they're doing it to you, but they're doing it with faster buttons. You see what I'm saying? So if you're gonna walk up into that range where they're reacting to your walk forward, either drive rush at them instead, or you're gonna walk up with a disjoint. You could also do stuff like walk up perfect parry, which is like a super hard read, and that scares the shit out of players that have brains, but like most people don't care. They'll just keep doing it anyways. Yeah, I don't think it's your spacing. I think you have really good spacing. That's why I say you got to be careful about saying I have bad this, I have bad that, because I don't think it's necessarily that. You know, because you're playing at the ranges where Marisa wins, or she can win. But the thing is, you have to supplement that spacing. You can't just sit there and then do the same thing. No, you have to throw different options at me that make me consider. Oh, let me look over here, and let me stop this, and then you know what I'm saying. And then you because you've diverted my attention, now you can go back to doing the other shit. You know, and drive chipping, boom, 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 drive rushing. Boom, boom, jumping, Superman. You gotta overwhelm, and it forces people to feel like they have to wall you off, and that opens up your whiff punishes. Or opens up your Gladius counter hits, you know? Now, Shaq, you're just a advanced player, bro. Kami, what's good, brother? Yeah, see, so if I'm outspacing it, what does that mean? You see, like, those are the things you have to think about. How do I solve this? Fundamentally, that means that you are committing to a spacing. So that means, can I walk up and just take this space? You know what I'm saying? Are you ready for Superman punch? You know, like, investigate. Use your tools to investigate. Don't use your tools to just create situations and then mindlessly do it, because that's what this game teaches you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Fierce, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. See, this is why you got second, motherfucker. So you out here making jokes. You should have been fucking making some gains, bro. You should have been destroying people. Wait, who was behind you? Oh yeah, that whiff punish is pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, so hopefully you come back next Sunday and have like a replay ready for like just practice it, like a good 100 games of practicing that. I usually tell people, and then every 10 games just watch a replay just to encourage yourself. Because it could be frustrating if you keep losing, but as long as you can find the progress, you won't mind losing, you know? You have to remind yourself to go see the progress. Because if you only gauge your progress off of winning and losing, and you don't watch your replays, then you're just going to get fucking pissed off, you know? Fam, you're getting into the perfectionism mode. Eliminate that. Just go experiment with what I showed you, and then you build up the muscle. Because you're gonna get into this infinite rabbit hole of, but what if? Don't worry about that. Just practice that. Yeah, I was too, because I am the king of it. That's why I don't want you to fall into that trap.